Hello, Captain Graham here, welcoming you to a new year of music making, my first recording of 2025. I have today a pair of Scarlatti sonatas K18 in D minor and K21 in D from the Essercizi. I should mention I'm working on other recordings for this year, including 4 more Scarlatti sonatas, some rare Bach fantasias and obscure suite movements. But I'm learning most of these from scratch, so it's taking a bit of time. Please be patient. The Essercizi per Gravicembalo formed the set of 30 Scarlatti published himself in London in 1738. In his written dedication to King John V of Portugal, Scarlatti gives us the only words he's recorded to have said about his 555 sonatas. Don't expect, whether you're an amateur or a professional, to find any profound intention in these compositions, he writes, but rather an ingenious jesting with art by means of which you may attain freedom in harpsichord playing. Ingenious jesting with art. This is an important perspective, given that, much as with Shakespeare plays, not a note in Scarlatti's handwriting survives of the 555 sonatas. Given that these were published by Scarlatti and their uniform high quality, they tend to be the most accessible and well known among the pieces. Compared to the rest of the 555, the 30 Essercizi form a group of tightly written high quality sonatas, flamboyantly difficult at times, and have a degree of cross-hands action. They're all fast allegros with the exception of the 30th sonata, which is a fugue, known as the cat's fugue. The legend goes a cat crawled or walked up the harpsichord keyboard, giving Scarlatti the idea for the subject. K18 in D minor was suggested to me by a viewer, Donny, so thanks for that, Donny. Begins with difficult leaps in the left hand, and I think it's one of his most difficult openings, or for me. Such breakneck leaps up and down the keyboard in either hand are a Scarlatti characteristic, exploited throughout the Essercizi and beyond. There is no use of cross hands in this piece, but the whole is built on a crawling chromatic figure up the keyboard, starting on different degrees of the scale, alternating with obsessively repeating figures, another characteristic of the Essercizi. Probably know many of the 555 sonatas seem to form pairs. K21 in D is not a pair with K18, but it makes a nice partner here, and out of all the 550 sonatas, it's my personal favourite. It's in a 3-time dance rhythm, and I see it as a dance for the hands. Scarlatti has the left hopping over the right for one note, even though it would be possible to write the passage without this. Long protracted passages with the left crossover playing the melody while the right strums the guitar like accompaniment. One performer compared the passages to Scarlatti aping guitars who are playing the wrong chords. For me, it's much better on the harpsichord than the piano. Something I want to point out here is that Scarlatti often did not provide tempo indications, provide zero dynamics or other expression marks, but he was meticulous on which hands to use, usually to provide maximum difficulty in performing the pieces. In the foreword to Essercizi, he writes, "To understand the disposition of the hands, be advised the right is indicated with a D, trita, and the left is indicated with an M, manca." So be careful of the addition you use and avoid anything connected with the longo addition, as longo often change the hands designations as well as harmonies and other features, ruining Scarlatti's scheme. I actually wince when I see performers playing some of the more well-known sonatas with the wrong hands. I made a recording of K21 in my set of 50 recordings during the lockdown, decided I could do a better job this time around, so good for yourselves. As Scarlatti signs off in his dedication to Essercizi, live happily, vive felice.